Oh, she can't stand it. What's up with her? We've come across a bit of a verbal altercation. It's a lot of very annoyed and drunk people.
Outside the Ocean Club, a customer all at sea.
Blue jeans.
And another who's been attacked by a fellow clubber.
Not the actual bottom, just the bridge. Do you want us to call you an ambulance? So you say he was a white lad, yeah?
PC Brophy is still at work. The man won't be pressing charges. And neither will his mate.
You all right, mate? There's no need for that.
Bless him, he's only young.
I'm not going to sit here and say we must never have a 24-hour city in Nottingham, but what I would sit here and say is we cannot expand the sale of alcohol to the point where I can no longer police the consequences.
Round the corner, more trouble and strife.
Right, you and your mates are going home or you're coming in for breach of the peace. Right, get with your mates and walk that way. Right, are you with her? Take her home or she's coming in.
But I've got your mum's teeth out. I've got the kids' teeth out as well.
On Friday or Saturday night, I find myself having to bolster policing in the city centre because we can't otherwise cope with the consequences. This assumption which says we're going to sell our alcohol, we're going to make pots of money, we're going to expect the police to pick up the consequences, I think there's a degree of immorality about that.
Shotgun in your mouth! Shotgun in your mouth! We've got to get flashing! It's got an own bag, Teresa, because
Mate,
you know we've got to get
can you take her around the corner so she can't see you? Come on, let's bring her around here.
Otherwise you come in here, listen. Give mum up, give up. Come on.
Your brother got it, you're getting it! Oi. Up here!
Police opposition to the 24-hour aspirations of Nottingham is not shared by the City Council.
We do have problems with alcohol-related crime and disorder, as indeed does every city. But it's not at the point that it is so violent that you dare not step foot in this city. Yes, there are further demands upon the police, and ultimately there will be a focus upon the leisure industry, leisure operators, and indeed the brewers to take collective responsibility for what are additional costs.
During the hours of 11 and 4 a.m. each Saturday-Sunday, Nottingham's Thin Blue Line arrest on average 10 people for public order offences. By day, the streets of Nottingham are even busier. As many as 100,000 people come to shop here, maintaining a tradition that goes back to the time of Robin Hood. But today's outlaws do not steal from the rich to give to the poor. They are mostly violent robbers who have the shops and shoppers under constant attack. Here, a young man pops into a newsagent for a packet of fags. As the shopkeeper goes to get them, the lad pulls a gun, which goes off almost as soon as it's out of his pocket. It frightens him almost as much as his victim. In a garage shop, a time-lapse security camera videotapes a man as he pays for some sweets. As the assistant opens the till, the man produces a large hammer and attacks her viciously as he lunges over the counter. Seconds later, the camera records a security guard as he wrestles with the man. The hammer lies on the floor. In northwest Nottingham, a hooded man enters a small family-run grocery store. Before the owners know what's happening, the man shows the 14-year-old running the till a 7-inch knife. He doesn't know the family have been watching the CCTV screens and intend to fight back. Their weapons are baseball bats and hockey sticks. The robber is lucky. He's wearing a crash helmet under his hood. But the family lose this battle as the man again threatens them with the knife and gets away with the £5 he got from the till.
There is a huge increase in the number of violent crimes, be they robberies or serious assaults. People seem now a lot more prepared to carry a weapon. That would have been possibly once a week 2 or 3 years ago. Now it's definitely once a day, if not more.
Hello. Hi, I think somebody's trying to get into a house. Just bear with me 1 moment.
It's mid-morning. A burglary is now in progress.
7510-4, NHG Yankee 16.
We find Charles, a white male in dressed in a blue t-shirt, and he tried the doorbell first, then gone round the back.
I believe he's trying to break in.
Yeah.
Right, somebody's on the way. Just stand by.
Yeah, he's tried the doorbells and then he's gone round the back.
I believe he's trying to break in.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just looks like they've got a high gate round the side, so he must have skipped it.
So the occupants are out, are they?
A bit, yeah, I assume so.
It's in the posh part of town, the northeast, 3 miles from the police station.
They're onto the caller at the moment, so this is happening now as we speak.
You say there's a high gate?
Yeah, at the side, so he must have clipped, gone over the gate. He's gone now. Well, he's obviously round the back of the house.
10-4, NH to Victor 85, do you receive?
Police controllers are also sending a second patrol car to the back of the house. PC Brophy will cover the front.
We've got another unit calling up to say that they're going to go to the rear of the premises, so we'll go to the front. You're 9-0, we're just about to go state 6, understand the other mobile's going to the rear.
That's confirmed.
Repeat the description again, please.
White male, late 20s, early 30s, with a light blue t-shirt, blue jeans, mousy-coloured hair.
All received.
Thank you.
As Brophy and Blinko get into position, their colleagues are arriving at the back. The plan is to force the thief into their arms. There's no sign of the burglar at the front. PC Brophy is going to cut off the left side of the house, while PC Blinko works a flanking movement down the right. But is the burglar still here? It's a result. He's out into the garden. And the cops at the rear are in position too.
He's got socks on his hands, don't get them with this one.
The burglar is caught, red-handed.
Some tobacco in my back pocket.
Tobacco, that's it.
And a lighter.
With a pair of screwdrivers, the tools of his trade.
Right. Just turn around.
There's something else too on his hands.
He's got, obviously we've recovered these tools, and he's got the socks on his hands, as you can see, which will be to avoid getting fingerprints on anything.
It's a good result, and they're the kind of things, I suppose, that you live for sometimes in this job. Maybe not quite as good as scoring a goal in the World Cup, but not far off it.
Just as we went over the back wall, basically, obviously he's realised we're there, and he's flushed out of the garden just as the other officers were coming up from this side and caught him, obviously.
The thief was caught after he'd broken into the house.
This is the premises that we believe has been attacked, and as you can see, he has gained entry.
He got in through a side door.
Our next priority is just to make sure there's no one else in the house.
It's now clear he was disturbed before he could steal anything.
All right. Got a bag on the bed. Let's see if we get some light on.
And there's no one at home.
All right. Let's have a look. Obviously, this bag has been ready to go, whatever he's going to take, I guess.
It's fairly common to be called to a report of a burglary or a crime in progress. It's not always very common to actually manage to get there and to catch somebody right there in the act, as it were. That man is obviously out committing burglaries perhaps on a daily basis, and he's been stopped now and will be put in prison.
We scored a goal. Now we have to consolidate and get back to slightly more mundane matters.
But in Nottingham, mundane matters are few and far between. Reports are coming in of an armed robbery.
We've got post office under attack, Rawson Street, New Basford. Just stand by, I'm not sure on weapons.
Listen to me, we're on our way.
Towards Bulwell for half a mile, right onto Gladstone Street and left onto Rawson Street.
What's the premises? What's the premises?
Romeo 92, post office on...